Hello beautiful people and welcome back to my channel. I am Karim, channel name Cell of Truth, and thank you so much for passing by. Today I have top 10 cheapies for the fall season that are anything than cheap when it comes to making an impression. Let's get started after the intro. My scent of the day is Office for Men from Fragrance.one. I want to hear what fragrance did you apply today. Let me know down in the comments below. I just want to start with a fragrance that I have tried recently but that I didn't really explore yet. I just smelled it on paper and I was like, smells pretty good. So I just want to include this in the top 10 list because in all honesty I do not have many cheapies. There are not many great cheapies out there. I think like I have the best ones. There are obviously some more that I can discover, but I do not want to support clone fragrances. Zara Spell Caramel is the fragrance that I've recently discovered and I liked it. It's a very nice caramel fragrance. It's sweet, gourmand. It does smell a bit synthetic, you know, but for the price you cannot really complain. It has also some woods, it has also some spicy notes. It's a really nice cheapie actually, a really good affordable fragrance. I cannot tell you anything about longevity and all that stuff. In general, Zara is popular for not having fragrances that last very long, but I will guess 5 to 6 hours is usually what you should get. For the next fragrance, you actually need some cojones to wear this one. It might not be the most mass appealing fragrance out there, but for the price, it's actually really good. Chopard Oud Malaki. This is a beginner-friendly oud fragrance. It's very likable. The oud note isn't really too strong, but it gives you a slight animalic kind of vibe. You do also have lavender in here, you have some amber, you do have some spices, you have leather and tobacco as well. Talking about cojones, if you want to smell like a jazz club, like literally like a jazz club, Bentley for Men Intense. This is one of the best cheapies on the market, guys. It's boozy, it's spicy, and it's woody. For this price, I doubt that there are actually many better fragrances out there. You all know that popular Joop Homme. So there is a flanker of this called Joop Homme Eau de Parfum. I think this is the best from the brand. If you like the original Joop Homme, but you want something more for adults, like let's be honest, and something more masculine with a darker kind of vibe, this is what I will suggest to you. Sweet, spicy, a little bit oriental, and gourmand. No complaints on performance, this one is really strong, 9 to 10 hours of longevity is what I usually get. Sillage and projection are also really good. Normally I would like to include Mercedes-Benz Club Black, but that one went really up with the price because of its popularity. But don't worry, I still have a good Mercedes fragrance right here. This is Select Night. This one is sweet, it's woody, it's spicy with a oriental twist, but it is not as sweet as it sounds because there's also lavender and orange flowers in here which give it a little bit of a kind of light depth, I will say. Longevity of this one 7-8 hours. Projection is good, the sillage is okay. Give this video a thumb up, leave a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel to not miss out on any great content. If you like tobacco fragrances, you cannot miss out on Zara Tobacco's collection with rich, warm, addictive tobacco, booze, and essential vanilla note. It really does sound very basic and it really does sound like it's not that deep or something at all. But believe me, this one leaves an impression and it's, for an affordable fragrance, really good. Around 8 hours of longevity is what I get. The projection seems really good and it also leaves actually a quite good sillage. If you want to have something unique this fall and you want to stand out, you do not want to smell basic, you do not want to smell like one of these clones out there or whatever, even though this brand does clones that I obviously do not support. I do not buy these fragrances, I do not recommend these fragrances, but they also have some unique creations or some inspired fragrances that are a little bit in the gray area, but I will explain it to you later. In any case, you need to try out Dareej. I think this is spelled Dareej, from Rasasi. Fresh, spicy and sweet at the same time. This one has cumin, cardamom, iris, sandalwood, amber, vanilla and tonka bean. It does sound really sweet, but believe me, the cumin gives this one such a fresh spiciness that it's light and it gives off an oriental and Middle Eastern kind of vibe to this fragrance. I think this is very unique, very well made, especially for the price that you can get this one. This one is really affordable and it's really one of my favorite cheapies out there. Longevity, I get around 8 hours. The projection is really good and the sillage is really good. But I have to be honest, I do get noticed with this fragrance, but I personally do not smell it. After a few hours, I do not smell it anymore on me. I get nose blend with this fragrance. So the longevity might be a little bit of a guess, but I mean, look, for this price, even if I would have to reapply after 4 hours, I will be okay with it. So guys, let's be honest. Most of us do really like coffee. We drink coffee on a daily basis. Coffee is kind of our elixir to survive. And if you want to have an affordable, sweet, smelling coffee fragrance, you need to check out Uomo Signature by Salvatore Ferragamo. This smells like the original Salvatore Ferragamo, but darker, more spicy, with coffee. They give it really some darkness to it. It's still sweet, it's still a gourmand, but it's much darker. Especially for a gourmand, I think this is really dark, so the coffee note really is there. I love this one. Again, one of my favorite cheapies. That's why I have it in my collection. That's why I recommend it to you guys. And believe me, you need to check this one out if you haven't already. Believe me, you are missing out on this one. So guys, I totally missed out on the hype on this one, and I do not regret it, but I wish I would have discovered this fragrance sooner. It is in this top 10 list because it is one of the best cheapies out there, and it is Khamrah from Lattafa. Many say this is a clone of Angel's Share. I mean, yes, the bottle looks a little bit very inspired by Angel's Share. If we compare it, Angel's Share is round, looks like a whiskey glass, and this one is angular. But besides that, there are many similarities, also in the juice color. But does it actually smell the same? Is it actually a clone of Angel's Share? And I am here to tell you the truth. The truth is no. It does have similarities. It does lean in an Angel's Share direction in the opening. The first 15 minutes, you do get a lot of Angel's Share vibes, but Lattafa cannot reach the quality of Kilian. But I would not expect this from Lattafa because, I mean, the price range. This one was 50. I bought this one for 50 Swiss francs, and the Angel's Share cost 4 times more, so 200 Swiss francs. But for the price, it does impress me. I have to be honest. So, what are the differences? At first, you do get a lot of an Angel's Share vibe because it does smell kind of boozy, even though there are no boozy notes listed, there is no cognac listed. It does smell very much like the Angel's Share cognac cinnamon kind of vibe that you also kind of get in Oajan or, for example, in Ambre Tabac from Daniel Josier. It goes in that kind of direction, like you can place these fragrances besides each other and say that they share a similar vibe. But after the 15 minutes, this one goes in a completely other direction. This one goes more in a spicy, creamy, floral kind of direction with dates. So it's also a bit fruity. I applied both fragrances right now on my hands to really compare them side by side. And I have to be honest, like this one gives off a little bit of a Middle Eastern kind of vibe, while Angel's Share is like totally gourmand. Like, I feel like Angel's Share is already pretty unisex, leaning feminine. This one feels to me a bit more feminine because it has tuberose in it, which is a white floral, which gives it a little bit of creaminess in this fragrance, and it's also very sweet. In general, this fragrance is very sweet, and I feel like guys will enjoy this one less, but still, I'm impressed. I like it, I would wear it, and therefore I put this one in this list. Longevity, projection and sillage are actually really good. This one is quite strong. 8 to 9 hours of longevity is what I get. This is the last cheapie from the Middle East. And this one is the fragrance that I said is in a gray area, because this one was inspired by Invictus and Invictus Aqua. but because Invictus Aqua got reformulated to death, and this one smells like Invictus and Invictus Aqua together, but then with a Middle Eastern kind of touch to it, and with watermelon. I don't think that any of these two fragrances have what. Let me check. Neither Invictus Aqua or Invictus have a watermelon note, or in general just a kind of fruity kind of vibe. It has also plum, it has also pear in here. Based on the note breakdown, I do not really get it out of here, but I do get the watermelon note in here. In my opinion, you can wear this one all year round. This is suitable for every season, every occasion. On this one, the prices were also really up. I don't think in Switzerland I cannot find it under 90 Swiss francs. I still think that the price is kind of justified because you can wear this one everywhere. It's very strong. I get like 12 hours of longevity with this one on my skin. It leaves a great sillage, it projects really good, and it smells really good. You get a lot of well, I at least get a lot of compliments with this one, and therefore, because of if I consider everything and blend out that it used to be 40 bucks or even less, if I blend it out and forget about that dot, I think it is worth getting it. But that's just my opinion. I'm just only recommending it to you. If you really want to buy it or not is obviously totally up to you. Now we are getting to my personal favorites, to my personal top 3. Number 3, Bentley for Men Absolute. This one apparently smells like Gucci Pour Homme, the 2003 version. I honestly, like, in 2003 I was 6 years old. Like, how the hell am I supposed to know how the fragrance smells, you know what I mean? Like, so anyway, I cannot tell you if this is true or not. This is what people on the internet say. I'm just mentioning it. If you really like this fragrance and you might want something that apparently smells the same or very similar, check this one out. It was also created by the same perfumer that made Gucci Guilty Pour Homme. Ah, this one is so good, man. This one is so good. This one, sweet, spicy, woody, bit earthy, has a dark, powdery kind of vibe. Oh, this is so good. This is really good. Check this, definitely check this one out if you haven't already. If you can find it for a good price, I will say, like, what is a good price for this one? Under 40 bucks. Then it is totally worth the price. Longevity 7 to 8 hours. The projection is good, not the best, but good. After a few hours it leans a bit closer to the skin. The sillage is kind of the same. The sillage is good at first, but after a few hours it just leans a bit closer to the skin. But guys, it's still a great scent, and I mean for around 30 bucks you really cannot go wrong with this one. Zadig and Voltaire, this is him. I need to admit something. I made a huge mistake. I used to have this one in my collection. Then I was like, I do not really care for it. I never reached for it. I'm just gonna sell it. I sold it. Then I met curlyfragrance. We did a video together, and I'm gonna blend in the part where she showed me this fragrance. Oh, that one is good. I think I smelled this one too. I like it.
Niche or designer?
I like it. I really like it. I say niche. I give it. It's between 8.5 and 9 out of 10.
Oh!
I really like it.
You really like this?
I really like this.
Dear. Okay.
I say niche. I say niche.
Well, it is a designer.
What? What the fuck?
And it is Zadig and Voltaire. This is him. It's cheap.
I sold it because I didn't like it that much.
Are you joking?
Stupid!
A young, stupid kid who committed that terrible crime.
And I was impressed. It was one of the highest rated fragrances in the video, and I even thought it was a niche fragrance. This is one of the sexiest, affordable fragrances that you can get out there. Spicy, woody, a little bit smoky and sweet. The notes are pepper, grapefruit, vanilla, sandalwood, and how do you call this one in English? Weihrauch, incense. I get a longevity of around 8 hours. It leaves a good sillage and has also a good projection. Don't be as stupid as I am and sell this fragrance, or in general just miss out on this fragrance. This one is really great. Have you ever wondered why we Italians actually are so successful with women? Well, First of all, we are very charming. Second of all, we can be very sweet. And third of all, we have the best desserts, guys. Like, I'm not gonna lie, we have the best desserts. And tiramisu is one of them. And this one is Salvatore Ferragamo Uomo, and it smells like a tiramisu. And believe me, if you might not have that Italian charm, you might not have any Italian blood or DNA in yourself, but you can smell like an Italian dessert that is absolutely irresistible. If you want her to drop her jaw, if you want her to drool like a waterfall, you cannot miss out on Salvatore Ferragamo Uomo. This smells literally like a tiramisu. If you have no idea what tiramisu is, I'm gonna blend in a picture of it. For this price, it really impressed me. Coffee, cacao, some vanilla, and some spices. On top, it is very fresh. If you let it dry down, you will definitely get to that tiramisu kind of scent. Longevity is around 9 hours. It leaves a good sillage and a good projection. Actually, this one fills a whole room. If you spray like around 5 sprays around your neck, this one really fills a whole room. Not like a very big room, but like a living room. It fills a whole living room. Super sexy and my favorite affordable fragrance. I mean, you can see it in the dent that is in here. So guys, I really hope that you found something in this top 10 list. You found some affordable cheapies. Many of you do not want to spend much money on fragrances, and that's why I thought, okay, hey, let's do a top 10 list for fall fragrances. Top 10 cheapies for fall. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, stay healthy, and see you next time. Bye bye.
She wanna take the ride. She wanna start this fight.